Hi, everyone. Welcome. I wanted to take a few minutes and introduce myself. My name is Amanda Moeller, and I'm with Legal Graphicworks. And today I wanted to show you some of my favorite graphics, which revolve around a lot of maps. And these aren't just what you would think of regular overhead maps, bird's eye view maps. These also encompass grids. They can be great for construction cases, personal injury cases, exposure cases, toxic tort cases, so many different things, and they're all really interactive and really easy to use. The first one I wanted to point out to you is right here. This is your typical overhead map. We put this together in a toxic tort case for our client. And what's nice about this is you can control the receipt of information and everything is labeled here at the bottom. So as you click on it, you can highlight certain places or distances on the map. And then the rest of the area can be grayed out if you want to draw attention to that specific area. We can also highlight different aspects of what you want to show on the map. So here they were very interested in showing the plaintiff's residences and locations. They also wanted to show a distance from one place to another. And you can also click through different slides within certain categories, which is nice. And again, gives you a lot of control. This can be great in any type of exposure case, obviously, if you want to highlight how far the person lived from one place to another, that's really helpful. So that's just one example of our maps. The next one I wanted to walk you through, this was used in a construction case. So it's not typically what you would think of, but what's nice about this is all you do is use your mouse and scroll over the different areas of the house. And then once you click on that area, you can go directly to what it is you're talking about. So here it's a bedroom, and then you can click through whether it's pictures within that area or files or any kind of documents, change orders, depositions. We put the damages here just to kind of bring home what each different area, what their damages were. And we use this in a mediation, but we work with the expert on putting it together. So it was really, really helpful in being able to convey, the different areas of the building that we're talking about. And specifically, what I love about our company is we have a very strong background in architecture. So doing these types of slides and graphics really is, second nature for us. And that's just really hitting our sweet spot in terms of ways in which we can support your practice. So I'll just take you right back to the home screen again. This case, we also put it together for a mediation presentation, but what I like about it is it's a road construction case. But while it is a road construction case, you can also use these types of slides and presentations for personal injury cases. So if you want to be able to show, here's the location of where an accident occurred, and you could circle it and you could zoom in on that specific corner. Or you wanted to have a little car driving along the road, we could do that for you as well, which is really helpful. And you want to say, we were driving along and here's kind of the timeline of the accident. In this case, they wanted to be able to point out the specific phases of the construction project, which is obviously really, really helpful. And here, kind of as I mentioned, you can zoom in on that particular corner. You can add highlighting. And we like to make a lot of our slides as builds. So it's really important to us that we are able to assist you in controlling the receipt of information so that everything is not presented all at once, and there's a method to how we want to show everything. We want to create a certain picture in people's minds, which allows them to retain the information a lot faster and a lot easier. We are able to incorporate a lot of animation in our graphics, which I think is really, really helpful. Again, it just keeps people engaged. In this day and age, everyone's just looking to be visually stimulated, and that's just one really important aspect of that. The next thing I wanted to be able to show, this was used in a personal injury case, in a Jones Act case. What I really like about this is not only was it used in a Jones Act case, but you could also use it in, a plant case if you wanted to show that an accident occurred in one section of the plant, but another section was unaffected, or a construction case where you wanted to show, here is where we started the procedure, and then here's what happened in another section of the plant. So again, it really just allows people to see where these things occurred in a very complex environment, and also certainly in an environment that maybe people aren't familiar with. So we want to be able to show exactly what it is we're talking about. And as you could see a second ago, we're able to insert a lot of movement, even a walking person, into our PowerPoints, which I think is really just a high level and great example of some of the quality of our work. And in this particular case, deposition testimony was really important. So we want to kind of highlight that and show where the depo is coming from, show the document, but also do a nice call out that people can follow along with. In this case, it was also really important to show a drawing that the plaintiff had done. So they wanted to show how the drawing and his testimony from his deposition maybe didn't coincide with what was mentioned on his accident report. So just being able to point out those little inconsistencies in the testimony is always something we want to assist the attorneys with if that's part of their theory of the case. And then here we'll just continue again. We wanted to show a real life picture of where the accident occurred. And what it is we're talking about as compared to where it looks like on the map. In this case, this is also just kind of what you would think of as a typical overhead map, and we can click on it and highlight a specific area. We could also do this if you wanted to put a color here and say, here we're describing the plant facility and make it in pink, and then highlight this all in pink as well. So that can be really, really helpful. And these are just a couple of the maps that we have available to show you. And if you want to set up a time to talk about some of these different ideas, or if you want me to show you a few other examples, I'd be happy to do that. But, I think there's so much more that you can do with these. And there really is some great movement and visual ideas that we can assist you with as you're kind of working through some of these cases. So thank you so much and have a great day.